let's take a quick break to talk about our sponsors, Surfshark. Surfshark is the world's leading VPN provider. A VPN, or virtual private network, is a privacy protection tool that basically reroutes all your internet traffic through VPN servers all over the world. A VPN protects you from the evil tech companies that extract your data without your consent, and then sell it to other companies who then send you those annoying spam messages. It also allows for some cool hacks, like watching geo-restricted Netflix content. I personally have been using Surfshark since 2019 now, and it helps me browse the web safely, especially when I am connected to a public Wi-Fi. It's so easy to use. All you need to do is press this connect button, and you are good to go. And for a limited time, Surfshark is giving you guys a whopping 83% off its regular price and an additional 3 months for free with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. So, protect yourself by pausing the video and clicking the link in the description to get this very affordable offer right now.
Yes, you did.
Back in the day, it was your word against theirs, and you actually had to prove shit. And now there's like video evidence, and now it's gone past that now, where if it's just somebody gives a really good detailed story, people just go, well, I mean, how could you make something like that up?
Yeah.
And that's become due process.
I feel like now, too, aren't we moving towards an age where, like, you remember when the Clippers owner got in like trouble, and they recorded his conversation, his mistress did, and released it? Don't you think it might be past our lifetime?
If you don't think the police are going to tap into that, hey Siri, how many fucking teeth does an alligator have? Those stupid fucking commercials they talk about. Yeah. All you're recording your entire fucking personal life. And,
that's what I'm saying.
And you are going to be, somebody's going to, and even if and then you go, oh, if I don't do anything wrong, somebody hacks into that thing.
I'm saying that,
and they will do their cut of the film of your life, and they'll make you look however the fuck you want. People are so like, it's dumb to have this fucking thing laying around.
It's gonna happen sooner than we think, where your conversations, anything you said, someone will be able to pull that out at some point and be like, this is what Bill said.
But this is, you know what the thing about all of that shit is you have to like. This is a time to be fearless.
Yeah.
And I'm finding everybody is like, so many people agree on so many different things right now that they are so afraid to talk about because you don't want to get in trouble.
Oh my God.
You don't want to bring it on to you. I don't want to get, I don't want to say anything. Like, it's just, you got to like, wear the all black tuxedo.
Yeah.
We're fighting for their freedom. Like anything about foreign policy, anything about all these sexual harassment cases, anything about it's like there is this one line of fucking thought that you can have, and if you don't have that, 100%. If you go a little bit out of the turn, go, well, hey, there's degrees, any of that shit, out the fucking window.
Well,
it's heightened here too. It's heightened in Los Angeles.
Well, no, it's heightened in social media too, because there's always been these nutbags that'll latch on to one thing you say, but now they can congregate online and they can become an angry mob. And now corporations listen to these idiot angry mobs. Yeah. And like what you're saying with the sexual harassment stuff, it's bad enough just being accused of it.
Of course.
And now everything gets taken from you, and there is no due process. There is no like, well, hey,
there's
wait
no
a minute.
degrees. There's, hey, this guy's a rapist.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy said something.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey, I had a bad date, and then it's just all that's out in the fucking woods, two behind your ear, over, and then like some of this shit, like I don't know, like what is the end game? It's like these people, are they not allowed to ever earn a living again?
Yeah,
Right.
Are they supposed to become homeless? I just I don't know, but this is the thing. Obviously, that behavior is completely unacceptable, and you shouldn't be doing it. But the way that they're I just look at it this way. It's like this shit was like a fucking pressure cooker because no one was listening. So in a way, it's deserving on the male side that this is happening, but it's fucking exploding now. But any sort of like, hey, okay, let's find out what happened.
Yeah.
There's none of that.
I've actually heard the argument that we shouldn't break down and explain the degrees and the differences of these accusations. Like I've heard that.
Well, I think that's because there needs to be a corrective first, right? There needs to be a correction. The pendulum, like Bill said, was so far on this end, and everybody's so fucking angry. So now the pendulum's way here, and now with the last thing, with the Aziz story, I think people are starting to go, well, wait a minute. Maybe there's gray areas to this discussion. It's not just...
There's gray areas with everything. If you look at people who created law who are way smarter than me...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's misdemeanors, and there's felonies, there's murder one, there's murder two, there's manslaughter.
People that are in this thing with their anger, especially if they're emotional about it, don't even want to entertain that conversation. They are just like it's like you're trying to sell somebody like, hey, armed robbery and shoplifting are different, right? And they're saying, no,
it's all the same.
Somebody took something, that's the same.
Yeah, behead them in the public square.
I think you're being unreasonable because you're so emotional, which is a totally fair thing to say. But everybody else who's kind of thinking logically, I think is open to the idea that
the majority of the people are, because anytime I've said that on stage, like there's no like, oh my God, heckling, shouting down, there's no like fucking problems. Same thing when you talk about the war. There hasn't really been any problem, but everybody is afraid to like, it's not good to, when it's this level of emotional reaction.
Yeah.
To just lay back and just be like, just don't get involved, because it's gonna, God, I mean, the thing about a sex thing is if you just get accused of it. I've said for the longest time, like, if you get accused of rape, they shouldn't show your face or name until you're convicted.
Right.
Because once somebody just accuses you of it, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
And
done.
Not to mention, even if you were just accused of it, like, everybody in your own, like, personal life, your work, that's going to get out.
Of course.
And now social media, everyone's going to rat you out anyways. And it's just like, there's no come back from that. And if you're actually innocent, and I've seen people going like, well, the instances of that are really rare. It's like, look them up.
Yeah.
There's enough of them that there should be some sort of thing like that. But I just don't think you can keep anything under a lid anymore. But I really do believe that it's a time for, like, to not be afraid when you're on stage, especially as a comedian. Like, they're just starting to, like, paint. It's just the weirdest thing. Like, when I was on stage, I was joking with, it was like this younger crowd. Mm-hmm. And usually when you get to my age, you start getting 50, it's like you kind of become like the cornball. Like, hey, take my wife, please. Your style becomes old. But they are so under a microscope. Mm-hmm. They act like old people. So, like, I was at a show last night. There was a couple guys like my age. We're like the edgy guys.
Right.
We should be the cornballs.
Right.
Looking at the 20-something-year-olds in the crowd being like, Jesus Christ, these people are going to be running the nation? Yeah. Oh, my God. Remember back in our day? We just did dick jokes. What are these? I'm not really saying the comedians. I'm just saying the way the crowd.
Yes.
It's like you're on fucking doing a bunch of old people on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. We had dinner with someone that has 3 25-year-old children. And he was saying how these kids are so terrified now because of the whole, Me Too or the sexual harassment stuff. They're so under a microscope, like you said, that every move is like, can I ask a girl off? I don't know. Like, they're so fed.
Last night I was at the Laugh Factory, and as I was walking out, I was looking at my phone, and there was a waitress in front of me, and like, I just didn't see her, and I bumped into like her backside, like her back all the way down. I just went, oh fuck! I go, sorry about that, and she goes, yeah, it's cool. I was like, oh thank God, oh thank God. Yeah.
Oh my God!